So Poilievre's not going to move out of Stornoway? Scheer, who's the new interim opposition leader, has decided he probably doesn't want to live in Stornoway, and he's just going to let Poilievre stay there? Yep, apparently it's an ongoing conundrum. The law that says that the elected leader of the opposition lives in Stornoway is a conundrum what to do. I mean, it's a foregone conclusion that he's going to win the by-election in 3 months. So he should just go ahead and keep living there, right? No point in having him move out now when he's clearly, just in a few months, going to be back. And I agree. The interim leader of the opposition should not be living in Stornoway. That's supposed to be for the person who's going to be there for 4 years, not a couple of weeks until you finish your coup. And Scheer says, well, it costs a lot of taxpayers' money to move people in and out, and it's only going to be 12 weeks. What do you mean we're paying for your move? What do you mean taxpayers are paying for the moves? Is it not enough that you get a fully funded house with a household budget, with staff, with all of the landscaping that you redid? Now you want us to pay your moving expenses? I mean, and again, it's only going to be, 12, 15 weeks? So 3 to 4 months? It's only 3 to 4 months that we're going to be paying for an unelected person to be living in the government-funded, taxpayer-funded house. So we're just going to be paying for him to live there for just a few months. Do you want us to keep paying his salary as well? Because let's not forget, it's not like they can just call the by-election tomorrow. It's 30 days after the election results are published in the Gazette, which normally takes 30 days. And then after that, it's 8 weeks? So we're looking at 4 months. 4 months that Poilievre is going to be living in Stornoway, costing us money every single day. And let's not forget, he has a house in Ottawa. He has a house that he owns. I guess it's just not posh enough. Now, if this was the Liberals or the NDPs talking about staying in Stornoway while this was happening, the Conservatives would be going crazy about corruption. What happened to rules are fair for everybody? What happened to the merit-based system? What happens if he loses? How long are we going to let him just squat at Stornoway? Also, if 24 Sussex Drive is such a pit and needs to be decommissioned, then perhaps the Prime Minister should be living at Stornoway. Perhaps the leader of the opposition should be at a less nice house. Or here's a crazy idea. Instead of paying for hotels and houses and everything for all of these MPs, what if the government just bought a really nice condo building? And they could all just live together. Call it Parliament Place. They could have a pool. Everyone could have a really posh condo. Why are we paying for so many houses and hotel rooms and rental? Nobody's going to be paying for my rent for 4 months while I figure out what I'm going to be doing with my life. So why are we paying for his? This is a very rich man who owns more than one house. And you know what? He doesn't even have the decency to pack an overnight bag and pretend like he's leaving, talking about all these moving expenses. How much stuff do you have to take with you? It's a furnished house. Just another thing that we're paying for. Just another thing that we are paying for. Have a great day.